Hi there. It's your second favorite DP right here, okay? No, that's Deadpool, you silly little Hufflepuff. Anyways, I'm gonna need you to shut up that pretty little mouth of yours and pay attention because the show's about to start, alright? And, I don't know about you, but I know who's my vote for sexiest ex-soldier turned pop culture show host. Alright, enough foreplay. Let's get on with the show.
Everybody, welcome, one and all. It is June 3rd, 2025, and this is episode 206 of Pop Culture Warrior. It's the show where I stay up to date on all the ins and outs of what's happening in pop culture so you don't have to. I am CQ. I'm your pop culture warrior. I'm keeping it real tonight. Real. We'll talk about that in a second. But I can't do this alone. Well, no, really, I could. It's just not as fun. I can't do it alone, ladies and gentlemen. We got to bring in our very special, very dressed appropriately, Mr. Mad Mike, everybody. Look at him.
Hello. You're welcome.
Look at you looking like all professional and shit and like
Spend money. I'm gonna have to spend my own money on this fucking shirt.
What? You thought I was gonna give him free shit? No.
I
I charged him double.
Go buy. Yeah, it's real cheap. It's $100. Like that seems a little steep.
No. Everybody pays it. Everybody. I swear somebody said they paid 19. No. 1900. You're getting the discount. Yeah. You're getting the discount. Just a G. A smooth G.
Cash at me.
Just give me your bank login. It's fine. I got it. I'll take care of it. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Tuesday night is here. It's our favorite night of the week where we do Pop Culture Warrior. And we talk about, the greatest and latest and what's happening. So much has happened over the last week. First, before I go into anything, shout out to our guy, King Smith. If you don't know, he does another show outside of WTF Nation Radio called The King and Me. It's a phenomenal show about relationships and this wacky world of ours and how, to navigate it. This is one of their shirts, REAL, which stands for relatable, entertaining, accountable, and loving. And that's how they view their relationship. The King and Me, his lady friend, Michelle. So shout out to them, man. It's a good show. If you're into the relationships and the datings and the what have nots.
They're not. They're into our fucking relationship.
They want more of us. More of us. You got Eminem in the morning. Oh, Mike in the evening. That's gonna be the bonus.
Shit. Do they sing their own theme song? Fuck no. In unison without rehearsing?
Without rehearsing too, man. That's all natural. That's all natural right there. I love it.
This is vibing.
We're just vibing, bro. We're on the same wavelength. Our wives hate it when we get together because it's this weird, like a snake eating its tail of just us laughing at each other. They hate it. They absolutely hate it. Where was I going with this? I was going somewhere. I've already lost the thread.
Or something.
We got a show. Hey, it's a show. Real quick, shout out to everybody that's tuning in already. We got the sports bar. What do you hear? What do you say? What's up, Coach? Angry Elf, Anubis, Billy. What is good? Edward, grow some fucking facial hair. Yeah, Mad Mike. Grow some goddamn facial hair.
I gotta be gas mask ready at all times.
First of all, that is the biggest crock of shit. You can absolutely seal a gas mask with facial hair. You can absolutely do it. It's been scientifically debunked. It's been debunked. It's just some bullshit.
Those little paper masks stop COVID.
Is it? And keeping your hands in your pockets are gonna get you assassinated. You're gonna get. They're gonna sneak up.
Somebody fucking taps you in your ball sack.
The commies will get you if you have your hands in your pockets. What is this? A school for ants? Coach, I love it. Appreciate it. Let's see. Scott says, glad to see the host is back. We missed him last week.
You're welcome.
God. Oh, man.
Struggles when I'm not here.
So funny. So funny. So funny. Before we get into the pop culture of it all, because I know that's what we're here for, and there's a lot. We sometimes we dabble. I think it's fair to say we dabble in pop culture.
Yeah.
Let me bring the camera in here. You might have seen something like this QR code in the if you were here in the pre-show. Not gonna address it directly. I mean, it's QR code. You know what to do. You know what to do with a QR code. But But I will talk about something.
Automatically donates $500.
Shut up! Don't tell them. Don't tell them it's a surprise. Imagine you just get rickrolled and they steal all your money.
Like, fuck this show.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Anyway, we've kind of touched on it ever so briefly over the last couple weeks that there were big things happening, and I think I can kind of talk a little bit about it. There's so much stuff going on behind the scenes that we're just building. You might have seen posts for Vet TV. We've got a great relationship going with them. We got some really cool events planned in the future with them. There's so much. There's working with this agency to get some celebrities to do their own podcasting here on the station. So we're working on that. There's just a lot going on. Don't scan the QR code. It steals your soul. Shut up. Don't.
Three more.
I'm so close to meeting quota. The devil will be pleased. So, as most of you know, Ice has been our station manager for as long as I've been here and longer, and has done a phenomenal job to get us to where WTF Nation Radio is today. And for the fruits of his labor, he is basically being promoted up the chain. WTF Nation Radio is the voice of U.S. Army WTF moments. So he is going to go from boss to like big boss, and he's going to be running things for WTF U.S. Army WTF moments, which kind of vacates his position at the station because it's hard to run two ginormous organizations at the same time. So it has been discussed and decided that as of June 14th, Army's 250th birthday, go Army, beat everyone. As of June 14th,
got a dream.
Your boy CQ is going to be the WTF Nation Radio station manager. Or I don't know, maybe change the title. I don't know, executive director.
Congrats.
There's going to be haters. There's always going to be haters. If there are no haters, you're not doing it right. So with all that being said, nothing's changing. Bring back Jay Reddy. Man, if I could, I would. Congrats on the promotion, Mad Mike. Very funny. Very funny. Very funny. No, from an audience perspective, from you guys, you won't see much changing. We're still going to bring you the same content we've always brought you. Guidelines aren't changing. The mission focus isn't changing. Anything's changing. A lot of it, the way I look at it is I'm just going to help a lot of behind the scenes stuff. A lot of stuff that we started here at Pop Culture Warrior, a lot of stuff that we field tested here at Pop Culture Warrior. Some of it has already kind of spread to the other shows. And, now more of it will. So it's really just about making things. I'm a DEI hire. Is that what? Because I'm disabled. Is that what it is? Because I'm disabled.
Right. And that dose comes rolling through. We gotta have all our ducks in a row, man.
Oh man, so funny. You guys are awesome. You're on it tonight, right from the beginning, right from the get. You guys are on it. But yeah, so needless to say, my vision for WTF Nation Radio moving forward is doing everything we've already done and just doing more. Lots more. I'm talking new shows, new faces, new blood, new sacrifices, whatever you want to call it. We got to sacrifice some babies. We sacrifice some babies. It is what it is. To be greatness, you got to be ready to sacrifice. So, the point of the QR code is if you or someone you know would be interested in partaking in getting in at the ground floor of what I think will be one of the greatest military veteran, communities that's ever been built. Along the lines of your Black Rifle Coffees, your Vet TVs, all these guys that just about everybody, Nine Line, all these guys that are super well known within the military communities. WTF Nation, if not
Never
already
heard of any
known,
of those.
should
Never
be.
heard of them.
Pop Culture Warrior,
Who's that?
Black Rifle, Grunt Style, all those things. We're gonna be an entertainment hub, media hub. More personalities. I mean, just some great. And we've talked, Mike, about some of the people we want to bring on, and I think you would agree. We've
Don't
got some great
pretend
people.
like tell people that I do work. Shit. Jesus Christ, man.
Do we get a business card for getting in at the ground level? I mean, maybe.
Depends
Maybe.
on how many shows you got. The CQ minimum 2 shows a year for a business card.
It depends on how many shows you miss a year. That's as long as
The more
you under your
the
quota.
more important you are.
Anubis wants to know: does that mean Mad Mike's getting better equipment to run PCW? Maybe.
Maybe if you fucking subscribe to Patreon.
we could get him get a couple more Patreon members. We could get him a new computer. But like I said,
one of them government computers. Firing all them people. They got some extra computers laying around.
Talk to your boy Elon at Doge. You got some extra computers laying around. This just proves $20 is $20. So does that mean you're brewing your own coffee now? We'll see. We'll see. First of all, I've been brewing my own coffee. I'm real relatable. I'm like an everyman.
Or packaging our own coffee. No. You know how to do that shit? We can barely run the show, man.
Anyway, so yeah, cat's out of the bag. As of June 14th, I'm taking over. I've already started taking in names of people that might want to be participating. And look, how am I in my throat? If you don't want to be in the front of the camera, that's fine. If you just want to be part of this, and this was my pitch as we talked as kind of as a staff, as a group, is our number one commodity as an organization is you, the viewers. You are our strength. You are our best commodity. And therefore, those diehards, those ride or dies, the ones that have been here, I want you. I want you. I want you so bad. I will clip this shit. I want you so bad. I want you inside of me, inside of my house. The house that, we've all built together. No, I'm just kidding. We're getting weird.
We're getting the wrong organization.
That's it. Sorry, I was thinking of my other gig.
Unsubscribe.
Thinking of my other gig. Where do I file a sharp complaint?
Tuesday night.
You can take it to CQ at WTF Nation Radio. Buy me dinner first. Oh, you guys are relentless. All right. But any who's it's. So yeah. I made it super awkward for everyone in the chat. Yes. I did.
Hey,
yes, I did.
Not only do we want you to watch, now you can come work too.
First of all, is it really work when you're having this much fun? Is it really work? Come on.
I guess not.
You're here. It can't be work if you're here. So anyway, for those of you all at home, last is this your OnlyFans pitch? Yeah, it's very, very similar.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Why don't you tell them some of the things that you're looking for?
That's a good point. That's a good point. So obviously the things that would come first and foremost is, content, right? We're looking for people to do new shows, new themes, keep things fresh and relevant. But also, I'm open to pre-recorded content. Like if you want to do sketches, right? We could have a block where we just block out time for some sketches. Very Key and Peele, very SNL sketches that they can just be uploaded as you're done. We're looking for, if you know anything about editing, great. If you know anything about making graphics, if you're a Canva Pro, if you're a Adobe Suite power user, whatever. If you know video editing, audio editing, Shit, if you know how to write an email, we can use you. If you have zero skills other than you know the English language, I can find use for you. I can find a place for you that you will help us reach our potential. So,
Need somebody to vacuum in his office there.
yes. Actually,
Got to dust all that crap in the back. Somebody
You
needs to dust that
you
shit.
joke. I got my vacuum right here. I was just vacuuming before the show.
Mr. CQ? Mr. CQ? You need vacuum?
Clean pillow? We clean your
You need a vacuum?
clean stream studio?
Shh. Why's the vacuum only running under his desk? So weird.
It's just the hose. It's just the hose. That's all I need. Let's see. Not get paid. Yes, you will not be paid. I promise. You will be paid the same as the rest of us get paid. Every bit of it. Let's see. I'd love to be part, but I don't have the equipment and I sound like cornbread. Hey, we have a place for you. We have a place for you. If you don't have the equipment and you sound like cornbread, I got the spot for you. Hit me up. Follow the QR code or just hit me up at cq@wtfnationradio.com. I have some time in Microsoft Paint. I can find use for you. You'll finger paint in the corner, but I'll find use for you.
This guy only does dick drawings. That's what it is.
You'll speak directly to the heart of the Marines. So it's great. You'll be our Marine outreach specialist. It's like, I just draw dicks in crayon. Perfect. Nailed it. I can be Mad Mike's secretary. Yeah. Ice is already ordering drapes for his new office. Okay. Oh yeah. That's what's up. If somebody wants to fluff my pillows, this sounds like when First Sergeant used to say, I need 4 bodies. Yes. I need about 20 bodies. And there's about 16 of you in the chat right now. So you're all hired. Drop off. It's like, wait a minute. We have only one person live. What's happening? Anyway, enough selling. Enough. Like I said, if you're here, if you're seeing this, if you're watching this, you know what it is. You know exactly what it is. There are no new people here. So, like I said, if you want to get on the ground floor, this is your opportunity. If you ever thought, man, I'd like to try my hand at it, or, look at Mad Mike. This guy. Does this guy look...
Well, like, not everyone exudes, handsomeness and raw talent. But
this is a guy I found in the gutter. He was blowing dudes for nickels. And I was like, man, that is a chin for radio right there.
Shit. I was walking down the street and he's like, hey, you want a blowjob? And I was like, guess so.
I guess. Who says no? It's a
you want to be on my show? And he's like, I don't know about that.
Hey, that's a chin made for radio right there. You're welcome.
Right.
So all 5 viewers are about to become unpaid employees. Yep. Tuesday is going to become weekly meeting night. Hey, let's do it. But all right, on to some show business. Since our last time here, a couple of things. I got to go see Ballerina, an early screening of Ballerina, the John Wick. It's very much it. There are quite a few Nutcracker references in this movie. Not spoken, more physical, more, applied science, if you will. She kicks a lot of dicks in the balls of the dicks of balls. Nice. So my thoughts. Do you like the John Wicks? Do you like the John Wicks movies? A fan?
Yeah. I don't know if I'll watch the next one, but I like them.
Yeah.
The last one, the dude was struggling. I was like, you're breathing so heavily. I was like, I feel your pain, man. You're like 15 years older than me.
Yeah, he's
Can't
definitely
be doing all that.
Funny.
Like, you just hurt my back. I just moved this light and I hurt my shoulder. I literally moved it from here to there.
He's like,
this guy's like fucking fighting 800 people.
You have you seen there's like a making of the John Wick? It's like the pain of John Wick or whatever. I don't know if have you seen that yet?
No, I don't watch that shit.
It's really fascinating. One thing they talk about is when you see John Wick like struggling in the movies, they're like, that's not Keanu acting. Like 9 times out of 10, he's exhausted, he's hurting, he's limping. It's like when he's limping, he's limp. This is not some Dr. House bullshit where it's a fake. He's like, he's really limping because the motherfuckers are hurt all the time. Um,
Yeah,
so
I could see it.
for
Anyways,
ballerina, uh, it's nice that they are trying to kind of flesh out the world.
I don't
And
remember that lady. What did he kill her?
did he kill the ballerina? Okay, so how
It
the
was part three,
ballerina
right?
ties in to the movie is, if you remember, I think it was like the second movie or the third movie when he's like running from the families and all this. He goes back to his old family and they like burn his back and they're like, okay, you tossed in your favor, you're done. There's like a brief moment where he sees the girls dancing on stage on the ballerinas. That's about how much it ties in as far as like,
Oh, really?
yeah, they come from the same family, but like the guys were trained in like wrestling and the girls were trained in ballerina, which is silly, really, when you think about it.
No,
Um,
it's all footwork, player.
yeah. So I guess I
Box
should
that one
start.
boxer that's beating everyone. He does ballet.
I should start with Ana de Armas. I'm sure she's a lovely woman, great actress. It's hard to buy her as this like scrappy fighting, John Wick style hunter killer. When you see John Wick fighting, like you feel like this is a dude that could go there, right? He exudes that kind of confidence and that kind of gravitas, and she's just so fresh faced, so petite, so demure,
Yeah,
so
isn't she like
elegant.
90 pounds? Hold
Yeah,
on.
she
Yeah,
just
look it up.
doesn't, and that's kind of a big part of the movie is like, you're like you got to fight like a girl, like you got to use your, you're more limber and nimble, and so you got to use that to your advantage. You got to kick balls, you got to bite, you got to scratch. Um, but it every fight scene, I'm just like, it just doesn't have the
Yeah.
same
That's how it was
effect.
when Lioness with that Zoe Saldana. It's like a good show and everything, but it's like when you're 90 pounds, you ain't kicking nobody's ass.
Yeah. But why does she look so badass as like Gamora? Like,
Tomorrow, right?
yeah, it's
I
so
don't know.
weird. Or the Navi chick from Avatar, she just looks more intimidating. And
Bulky. I don't
yeah.
know.
Um
Anyways,
but that being said, like if you like John Wick movies, it's a lot of action. It's a lot of shooting. It's a lot of explosions. I like when a franchise, look, say what you will about Mission Impossible. It's predictable, it's obvious, it's hero always wins, yada yada yada. But at least they always try to raise the stakes in some way, right? The cliff building and climbing cliffs and hanging on a building and airplanes and blah 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 blah. They try to bring in something new and exciting. John Wick as a franchise, I feel has done that. Every movie has upped the game, right? It was very simple in the first one, and then there was like car gunplay and motorcycle gunplay in the second one, and the third one had dogs and knives and all this stuff. And the last one, dude, the one scene that sticks out the most in that movie is when they go top down perspective, and he's got the shotgun with like the dragon rounds, and he's clear.
yeah.
And you just see, and I was like, that's fucking cinematic brilliance right there. That's beautiful. That's never been done in the John Wick movies. Give us something fresh to look at while still appeasing to all the other stuff. So my question is, what was this going to bring that felt different while maintaining the same, overall ambience? And realistically, there's a lot of shooting, a lot of knife play. She's
It's
beating
the same
people with
shit with a
sticks.
girl.
Yeah, there was. I will say there's a scene, and I'm not spoiling anything, but there's a scene where she does it's basically hand-to-hand combat with grenades. And I won't say anything else than that. And it was like, okay, never seen that before. That was different. And then like it's in the commercial, so there's some flamethrower fighting where they're
I
basically
didn't
like
watch it.
dueling flamethrowers, which while cool, I felt like the scene went on a little longer than it needed to. Like, it's like, all right, we got it. They're fighting with flamethrowers. We got it. But yeah, I mean, and John Wick's in it. He's in it. Yeah,
How
he's
long? Like 5 minutes or less?
yeah.
Same
Well,
thing. You used to see him. He looks over. No, I know they fight because they saw the training
yeah.
thing or whatever.
Yeah, no, there is a little bit of fighting. I won't say it's a lot. There's a little bit of fighting. He does some John Wick shit in the movie. But there's one line that I love so much. It stayed with me after the movie. You never like think of the lines from like the B players, the guy in a mask. But there's this one moment that it's all this madness is breaking down, and these two guys come running in the thing, and the one guy grabs the other guy. He goes, "Stop!" He goes, "What?" He's like, "This is suicide. That's John Wick." And the other guy's like, "It's just one man," and like shrugs him up, and they immediately die. Immediately.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that was the best thing ever. Like, for once, there was a henchman with just a shred of
Common sense.
yeah, there's like two neurons just rubbing up against each other. And he went, wait a minute.
Yeah.
There's 300 dead bodies spewed all over the place. Maybe we just say, fuck it, we're good. Like, this ain't worth it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You're like the stormtroopers, like, maybe we shouldn't go after these guys. You just slayed all these people with swords.
They got laser. They're stopping bullets with their hands. Like,
they're hitting them back at us. Like, I don't fucking get paid enough.
They're playing ping pong.
Credits a month ain't enough for this shit.
Playing ping pong with our laser beams, man. This is crazy. So anyway, the long and short of it is, if you like the John Wick movies, you'll at least enjoy somewhat Ballerina. Is it a must-see go in theaters and see it? No. You can stream it. It'll be just as good.
That's what I was thinking. As soon as you said that, I'm like, stream? Not watching.
I
wasn't gonna. That should have went straight to Paramount Plus anyway.
Probably. Like the Mission Impossible, I think it was worth it seeing in theaters, only because it's the last one. Go send it out in blaze of glory, and it's shot in a way. I saw it in an IMAX theater. It's shot for IMAX. So when you see it on that massive screen, you see the planes doing this stuff.
Cruise looks like a normal sized human being.
He still looks a little short. He still looks a little short on the 80-foot screen, but but yeah, it was yeah.
I'll pass. No, you really gotta go see Lilo and Stitch.
I've heard it. Lilo and Stitch did great. It did great in theaters.
I saw it. Of course, I fucking saw it.
It's like I saw it 16 times. Go ahead, give us.
You know what comes out on video?
Focus
today.
Focus.
I think it's today or
Focus.
tomorrow. Account 2 comes out. That's the one I wanted to see.
Focus. Lilo and Stitch. Tell us your thoughts.
It's I hate when I have to do this. If you have kids and you like Disney, yeah, go watch it. If you don't, then don't fucking watch it. It's the same. It's literally the same movie, just with instead of the Lilo and her family, all the humans, they're real people. Everyone else is the same exact shit. And they have Zach Galifianakis is in it, and this other dude, I forgot his name, but he's pretty funny.
I can see why they pay you to give reviews of movies.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's a kids movie, and it's literally the same movie. It's just a few people are now people.
Yeah, I heard that.
I don't know why it's tearing shit up. Like I hate those live remakes. I think it's a waste of time. It's just a money grab. It's completely obvious. And I was excited that Snow White bombed, so I was hoping we wouldn't get any more. Because this one did so well, they're doing the fucking Moana one again.
Well, the Moana one's been in the works for a while, so that's...
Yeah, and their rocks bleeding them dry.
God, it's fucking something else.
You want to see the Rock in a tutu, that's what it is. A fucking grass skirt.
Joseph said, zoom in on his ass when his brain locks up like that. Man, you can see the rebooting happening in your brain when you're like,
I know, fucking heat.
Oh my God. I'm told to
I
think.
gotta try to be nice because I don't know if my kids are watching.
Oh God, the sigh says it all. You're right. The sigh says it all.
Like asking me,
let's-
was the Lion King good?
I mean,
No,
I thought it was all right. I thought it was
No,
all right.
it's fucking same shit. You already saw it.
It's for a new generation.
I don't give a
It's-
fuck. Watch the old one. Goddamn, parent your kids and show them the good shit. Fucking dust out a VHS and put
Oh,
that shit
God.
in all blurry as fuck and be like, this is what we used to watch.
Squint real hard. They look like animals.
I make them
Squint.
watch commercials. I'm like, now you go to the bathroom now. I got rid of all the ad-free shits. It's like,
Oh,
this is how we
God.
used to roll.
This is
Commercial,
exactly it.
39. Now it counts down though. That's bullshit. You said
Yeah.
that wing it. You're like, I don't know if we're getting 4 commercials or 5.
Right? Is this a 30-second break or a 5-minute break? You never really know. But yeah, so what else is in theaters? Karate Kid was in theaters.
Boo. How's that doing? Bombing?
It's
I
not
forgot that
doing
even
well.
came out.
Yeah, it's not doing well. Surprisingly.
What
it's
is the
not
Mission
doing well.
Impossible? I only hear about Lilo. Is that making any money? Anyone
Mission
watching that?
Impossible did well. Let's take a quick gander, if you will, at the box office, at the weekend box office.
I don't know what else is out. What we got? We got Lilo and Stitch, Mission Impossible, Ballerina.
But Ballerina comes out this week, so it's not even out yet. So right now, let's see, weekend. Are we talking just for the weekend? If we're talking just for the weekend, we're coming off the May 30th to June 1st weekend. So, and Lilo and Stitch is killing. 3 weekends in a row? No, because it was the Memorial Day weekend. That's why they're counting it long. But back to back, Lilo and Stitch, #1 movie, followed by Mission Impossible. Karate Kid Legends limped in third, and then Final Destination Bloodlines is dropped down to 4th.
I forgot that was out.
Yep, Final Destination was out. There's another horror movie called Bring Her Back. It's whatever. Made more money than Thunderbolts this weekend, so that's something.
Shit's been out forever.
Yeah, The Accountant 2 is still making money. Minecraft still somehow made $750,000 in theaters this weekend.
It's at all the dollar theaters.
Like fucking, so it played at 750,000 theaters.
Yeah, they got it.
Let's see, worldwide. That's. I'll tell you what. Lilo and Stitch, for only being out 2 weeks now, it's been out, is the 3rd highest box office of the year so far, only behind Minecraft movie. That's
I
insane.
ain't seeing much. I mean,
Captain America,
should have
Thunderbolts,
went
Mission
and watched
Impossible.
Accountant 2, but Captain America should have came out 2 years ago. Garbage.
Yeah,
Thunderbolts, I think was great.
it was a good movie, man. It was a good movie. I'm disappointed it didn't do better. It did okay, but it should have done a lot better. But anyway,
I think Captain America ruined it.
Well,
People saw Captain America and they got pissed. Yeah, and they got pissed and they're like, "What the fuck?" And it doesn't have anything to do with the other one.
Yeah, I think as a lead-in movie, it really didn't help. So in other news, EA has canceled the Black Panther game that it was working on and closed Cliffhanger Studios. Why can't we have nice things? Why?
Because they're going to make another Madden. Gotta make fucking Russell Wilson's balls shine.
Listen, I feel like every time we get close to something where I'm like, oh, that's going to be different. That's going to be groundbreaking. That's going to be new. They shit on us with it. Like there was that Star Wars game that was supposed to come out. I forget what it's called, like Floor 44 or some shit. I don't know, whatever it was. But it's like you're a bounty hunter going down into a prison, like fighting your way down. And like it looked so good and it was so different than anything else that had come out and canceled. And then you had this Black Panther game, original story, great cast, great mechanic. They were going to use something very similar. And I've talked about this before. One of my favorite things in games was the Nemesis system, where you had like enemies that like remembered you and would like it would impact the game further on. The Wonder Woman game was supposed to utilize it. That got canceled. They said for
Thank
this one,
God.
it had something very similar. Now, it wasn't the Nemesis system because that's trademarked and patented, but it was a very similar system. And then that got canned. And like, I just,
You gotta get them skins, playa. That's where the
yeah.
money is.
Star, Star Wars 1313. Yes, that was it. 1313 was the name of the game that got
Yeah,
canceled.
it's like, oh, this could be good. Nah, fuck it. We'll make
Yeah.
another fucking bullshit,
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed or whatever the fuck.
We'll make
they make.
another Assassin's Creed. I don't know, man. Part of me, and I'm very thoughtful about this, because part of me goes like, is everything getting worse, or are we just getting to that age where everything seems like it's getting worse? Like our parents before us, you were like, why are you so grumpy and miserable all the time? And they're like, the music sucks and the TV sucks and the movies suck. And you're like, God, you're just such an old, grumpy person. And now I'm like, is that happening to me? Am I going
Well,
through the change?
yeah. Well, I always do that, but that's just how we are. Everyone wants that shit right away, and they put all this build up into these things, and as soon as it's not what people thought it was gonna be, they just fucking shit on it, and then they're like, they lose it's a lot of money. It's like being a fucking vintner. It's like you spend 10 years fucking making a wine, and then you give it to people and they just spit it out. You're gonna be pissed. And these games are the same fucking way, except you're talking about like $50 million or whatever.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
meanwhile, what do we want? What the fuck does everyone play? Fortnite and fucking Call of Duty with 800 different skins. It's like, why am I gonna play this game where I gotta think and do whatever when I can get schooled by a 4-year-old in a fucking Barney the dinosaur costume?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or fucking what's the other Grand Theft Auto? Like, I'm gonna pay $150 for this game they spent 20 years to fucking make. You can come to Florida for fucking less than that, for
You
about
can
the
live,
same price, and live that
live
shit in real
VR,
life.
VR
Yeah.
in real life in IRL.
But anyways,
Yeah.
it's the same shit. Like nobody tries new fucking games and shit.
Yes, you're becoming salty, CQ. Ha 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 ha. I think, yeah, Scott says it. I think people aren't original anymore. Creativity is gone. And Captain Lee says, you're not tripping. American cinema and shoes suck all the ass. Look at Tudum on Netflix. They was basically jerking themselves off. Oh, man. Yes. And Susan says, it's already in a worse state. It's time to work to make it better. Make humanity better somehow. You know what I say? Start in the cinema. Make good movies again. And hopefully
I've
it
seen that
trickles.
forever. I'll fucking help you.
I was like, I'll do it. I'll do it for you.
250 grand a year. I'll tell you if that movie's shit or not.
Man. Let's see. Scott said, make new shit for new generations or do good remakes for them, not remakes where they have the same character, but the story is different. Yeah, I guess. Mad Mike working hard for that Father of the Year award. Yeah,
fucking
you know it.
Disney movies I saw this year.
Hey, I want to be very careful when I say this next thing because I feel like it could be clipped and used against me. But I do feel like Disney, in some way, shape, or form, has contributed to the downfall of humanity.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
And I say this in a couple different senses, obviously the overpricing and things like that, but there also is, I feel in this current generation that's coming up, there is this sort of this sense of entitlement. And I try to think about, where does it come from? Where does this sense of entitlement come from? And, I'm sure reality TV has a big part in that. But, we've been showing our kids, Disney princesses and girl boss and, and guys don't have to be the white knight and they don't have to be red. And I don't know. And I feel like in some way, I don't know, there's a connection there. And
Well, they've straight up said it. It's like, yeah, they're gonna push their own agendas to our kids. They fucking said that a bunch of times. They have no shame in saying, and that's what they do. Subtle fucking hints. That's why you see all this bullshit in their stuff. But
yeah,
they're the fucking largest organization. They have been for a while, so
yeah,
you're gonna get their point of view.
yeah. I don't know.
But no,
There's got to be something. I think
it's
about
not just that.
this.
It's everyone's. What does everyone tell their kid? Oh yeah, you're great, and all that bullshit. You don't get a trophy. Everyone
Yeah,
gets a trophy. It's like no, only first place gets a trophy. If you're not first place, you fucking suck. Okay. This bullshit where you're a king, you're a queen, like you can do whatever you want. That's what's
yeah,
fucking ruining this country.
yeah. That was the biggest lie I remember they
No
told
one
us.
respects anyone else. Like no
You
nothing.
can be anything you want to be. Nope, that's bullshit.
That's
That's
bullshit.
absolutely bullshit.
You you can't,
You
bitch.
cannot.
You fucking over here. You can't even read a clock, and you tell me you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Apparently, that
Can't even
makes you
write in
president.
curse. They don't even teach cursive anymore.
Yeah, actually, my kid's 8 and he's learning cursive right now, which I'm like, all right,
Well, my
fucking
kids taught
outstanding.
themselves cursive. They
Like
don't teach it in
that's
school, but
yeah.
anyways, that's
Well,
not what we're
you're
talking
in Florida though,
about.
so that's they
Pop
don't
culture.
they don't teach much in Florida. So
Teach everything.
they
You know how
teach
to wrestle a
alligator
gator? You know
wrestling.
how to wrestle a gator? Smoke a crack pipe at the same time? Fucking bitch.
Dude, the timing was perfect. We both went straight to wrestling gator. That is unrehearsed, people. That is same wavelength. We both was. I'm like, they teach PE as wrestling gators. We're going out, kids. Put on your flip flops. Wrestling gators. Um, so here's an interesting thing. So lately, as I've been diving into the streaming platforms, less and less on cable, more and more in streaming, and
And does people watch cable? How many people have cable now?
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, um, it's so bad. They're used like I used to have like I have a DVR that's empty. I used to have like every week you had like 5, 6, 7, 12 shows recording. I haven't logged into my DVR in fucking weeks, and there's nothing on it. Anyway, what I was going with this is the recent report is that Apple TV is losing $1 billion a year as streaming budget reportedly revealed. So they have to put up their financials, and apparently they're losing $1 billion. Now, I always take those numbers with a grain of salt because I don't know. That seems like such a hard thing to track, right? Because production costs and promotional costs and server upkeep and all these things versus how much money is coming in versus how much ad time you can sell within the streaming service, and that's money recouped. But apparently they're losing $1 billion. Now, I will say, and I'm not an Apple fanboy in my Apple Watch and my Apple phone and all that, but I do think Apple TV is producing some of the best content, both movies and shows. I would say it's them, HBO Max, and Amazon
Prime.
are the three best. Like to me, Netflix it's just not there anymore. Paramount's not there.
Netflix is the
Hulu's not there.
Walmart of streamers, and
Yeah,
those other ones they have nothing. They're
yeah.
just new
Peacock.
they're old products. But the problem I can see what keeps them in same thing as Prime. They sell other products. So they're always going to be around. The thing that fucks Apple over is they don't have enough content. They don't release a lot of stuff, and then when they do, it's like I feel like they overpay for things. So
Probably.
you
I'm
got
sure
like
that's part of
like
it.
you got all these movies with these big celebrities like George Clooney, Brad Pitt. And it's like I know you paid that out of your asshole for these people, but it brings them in. But it's like they also have a fuck ton of money. I mean, they got all those Chinese making their phones for $1, and they sell them to us for $1,500. So I'm not gonna cry a fucking if they lose any kind of money. That's like saying, oh, Disney Parks only makes $4 billion a year and it costs them,
Right.
$2 billion in operating costs. That's still $2 billion a year, you bitch. You know how much I fucking make a year? God damn. I'll take $2 billion. I don't give a fuck.
What's the 2 billion? Yeah.
But
Uh,
as compared to like Prime and HBO, it's like they don't have a lot on there. What they probably release 10 things a year at most.
yeah. It's not much, but here's the this is the
It is
shit that
good. Like you said, it's a good original
yeah.
content. It's not like remade bullshit or whatever, like fucking
And this is the
Mission
heart.
Impossible, that
Yeah,
shit.
this is the heart of our argument is like we want better content, and we talk about we're like, oh, don't rush it out, right? Take your time, make it good. But then when streamers do that, then we bitch like they only come out with like 5 things a year. And
Yeah.
it's like,
Well, if you're paying, you pay too. If you're paying monthly, I don't pay for it because I get it for free through my fucking phone company.
yeah.
So I don't know how they get compensated for that, but people are not going to pay if it's not like something that they can watch every day. That's the other thing. I don't know. They should try renting it. I don't know. Can you rent this shit? I don't know. I'm not going to try to help them make money. I don't give a fuck.
So this is unlike other streaming companies like Netflix, whose main revenue entirely relies upon subscriber commitment and ad revenue, Apple TV Plus is simply the streaming branch of a massive tech company. Apple's overall revenue was $391 billion for the fiscal year of 2024, giving them larger capacity to take in streaming losses than
And
other
they lost
groups.
1 billion on stream. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
391 billion. The government loses more than that.
Yeah. Our national debt is more than that. No, that's exactly it. And this is why. So this conversation, I was talking to somebody about consoles, like in the console wars of Xbox and PlayStation. And I said, I really do feel like Xbox is eventually going to bow out of hardware because Microsoft has always been a software company. That's what they are. Some of the only hardware they produce is the Xbox.
Xbox.
And they've said numerous times they lose money on every Xbox sold because they sell it for so cheap compared to what it costs. That being said, they can take those losses because it's Microsoft.
Everything.
And there's trillions of dollars that they make a year. They can take that loss. Same with Sony. Sony's a ginormous company. More manufacturing, more hardware.
And we selling that. Hey, Disney, you want to buy that? You want to buy that Spider-Man back?
You
got that Spider-Man.
You want some more of that Spider-Man? You got some of that
We need that money. Ain't nobody over here no more.
I mean, yeah, it's Captain Wade says Netflix is going to go out of business in America. They can't even get hit shows running right. I swear. Yeah, I've said this. I have a long-standing bet with the actual King Smith that Netflix.
3 years left in there.
Yeah, Netflix is going to bow out. They're or not necessarily. They won't be the dominant streamer that they were for so long. That's what it boils down to. They're not going to be the juggernaut of streaming.
They have. It's like a shotgun. They just shoot as much shit down the pike as possible and hope it sticks. I think what's going to do them in is they're building. I don't know if it's coming on the socials or whatever. It might already be there, but they're building a studio for whatever $693 million.
900. Damn near $1 billion.
Yeah. And like that's what's going to do them in because it's like, what the fuck are you going to produce there?
Stuff.
Like the same shit. Like you're doing all this stuff already. Like, why do you need? That's what I think is like. Oh, when I saw that, I'm like, oh, CQ's got him.
Yep. and so not only is Netflix building a $903 million mega studio, they're building it in New Jersey. That's where you know. That's where you know they fucked up. You're building that shit in New Jersey.
It's gonna cost way more than that. Or it's really a $400 million studio, and they're getting fucking hustled.
I like
mobsters and
shit's
shit.
Gonna sink into the swamp that is New Jersey.
It's funny because Zachary Levi is building a studio.
He's building
in Texas for like $60 million. It's like,
Yeah.
What's the cost? What?
You
Like, why
know.
are you building in Jersey of all places? There's so many spots you can go to. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah, that be Georgia and
cheaper.
it's Texas. I'm sure it's the New Jersey tax breaks, but still, you're in New Jersey.
There's not
Nobody's gonna want.
there's
Who's
not a
gonna
lot
want
of
to?
room.
Let's
Yeah.
bring in all of our Hollywood, Brad Pitt and Leo DiCaprio into New Jersey to film their next. No, nobody wants to go to New Jersey.
No.
Nobody wants to film in Jersey. It stinks. It smells. It's bad. All right, I'm gonna stop. Start pissing off New Jersey people. I'm from New York. I know these things. They're a bunch of yahoos over in Jersey.
They don't have an airport.
Newark Airport's in New Jersey, but
They don't have an airport.
they don't have a good airport. That's for damn sure. Let's see. Netflix is getting into the waste management industry.
Yeah, exactly. Right. They're just getting fucking
Some
hustled.
Goombas over here. You want to make a movie over here? Hey, we're making movies. Hey. So here's a story that I don't, and I think me and you touched on this privately, giggity. That
You touched my privately.
I touched you privately. That James Gunn's Superman movie is reportedly undergoing some changes, and being that it releases like right around the corner, like
it's like a month away.
Apparently,
That's
people are
not looking
saying,
good, man.
Yeah, apparently people are saying like the movie's kind of goofy and kind of silly and like and that's James Gunn's style. Look at all the stuff he's made with the Guardians, with the Suicide Squad. Like it's played for laughs. It's very silly. It takes very serious material and kind of goofs on it.
The thing is, why is he doing it? Who's he listening to? Is he doing it like, I feel like you should stick to how you wanted to do it.
Right.
Now, if you're redoing it because the studio wants you to do it another way, that's what becomes an issue.
Well, he's the head of the studio. Remember that. So he's
the head of
boss.
that division. He's not the head of Warner Brothers.
Well, he's the head of DC Studios.
Yeah.
But
Warner Brothers is the big dog on campus.
Warner Brothers ain't shit. Warner Brothers ain't shit.
Bullshit. The fucking
Warner Brothers the
Clint
money.
Eastwood did to his fucking grave. They're gonna fuck her up when he's dead.
I will say what worries me, because this is the thing with these things. Like you make the film that you want to make, right? We call it the director's cut. Then they show it to these test audiences and determine based on the test audience feedback what they should change. And I'm like, but what if
who's the audience?
That's exactly
get
it.
Some background. Like, who did you get? You just fucking standing outside, like, want to come watch Superman?
Yeah. Get a bunch of grandmas or out of touch, people,
people
that hate superhero movies already. Oh, this is so stupid and camping, and they're like, oh well, we got to change everything now. And it's like
get a bunch of fucking nerds at the comic shop, just corral them up, go to Comic-Con or what, show that shit at a Comic-Con and fucking see what the fuck. That's the people you need, not some randos who are like, what's your favorite movie? Oh, fucking Family.
It's all about the family.
It's all about the family. Getting them to and now you're reshooting a fucking Superman movie? Like, get the fuck out of here. I don't know. It makes me nervous. All these reshoots, it's not good, man.
It's never a good sign. Because here's the thing. When to know what goes on behind the scenes, right? You've got 20 different people that have given treatments to that script, right? So you've hammered that script in, and then months of pre-production to get every shot, to get everything. You get the actors on there. And then you go into the editing bay and you're supposed to just be polishing it. If you start changing what was to be in the editing bay after the fact, that's when you get those movies that just feel so disjointed. The pacing's off because it's not the way it was shot. It's not what was originally written. And it just, you're right. It makes me nervous. I was truly like, okay, James Gunn, benefit of the doubt. He's got a great track record. Let's see what he does. And now I'm starting to get a little nervous. I'm starting to get that little
Yeah.
spidey sense. That's like,
Well, looking forward to his little humor and all that. Like, now, I
yeah,
don't know. Now it's like, I don't know. It's not good.
yeah. But there were also let's both sides of the aisle. There were reportedly test screenings for the Fantastic Four, and the rumors coming out of it are some positive, some not so positive. In that they say like Galactus looks, and it's funny because all the things we said we were excited for seem to be downs coming out of the test screening, and then all the things that we were like that's weird seem to be the ups because they're like Galactus. They say is the best part of the movie. Like he's phenomenal, from the design to the energy he gives off, the gravitas, all that. The early reports are that it's phenomenal. The Silver Surfer is great, but that a lot of like Mr. Fantastic's powers and how he worked, like they said, it was very underutilized. They said the
It's
thing
stupid. That just should be. It's the fucking. He's one of the stupidest fucking powers there are.
stretchy. He's very
He's
gooey.
along the lines of fucking Black Widow and Hawkeye. It's
There's
a
man,
stretch.
there's so
Okay,
much you can do with that power.
Elastigirl, get the fuck out of here.
But they said the thing is criminally underutilized. That like he's barely even in the movie, which from a CGI perspective, I kind of get it, but at the same time,
money.
like he's a big part of the family. He's
Yeah.
the guilt of Reed comes from
Well, he's a rock, and the rock's in everything.
this the rocks in too many things. So yeah,
Goes on tequila.
he's a busy guy. He's a busy guy. Hey Pete, what's up, buddy? Maybe we will get the James Gunn cut when it's available in 4K. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Man. I'm just
We'll see.
hoping. I'm really hoping. I had super high hopes for Fantastic Four, and I had pretty high hopes for Superman. We talked about it last week. I don't know if you saw that. Like, that's going to be holding the summer. Like,
That's it.
that's it. There,
Well,
we went through.
F1 I'm excited for the F1 movie.
Yeah, well, you're a big dork.
I like my
yes.
Brad Pitts.
I like the Brad Pitt. I like to go
Us good-looking
fast.
guys got to watch each other's movies.
us dominant chins, and it's like I like to go fast. It's not gonna be good unless Ricky Bobby's in it.
You don't see him reshooting Fantastic Four. Everyone's hating. They're not fucking doing reshoot.
There were some
Fucking
rumors.
Silver Surfer looking like Miley Cyrus. They didn't fix that shit.
There were some rumors that they were getting reshoots. But
what do you do? Get rid of Pedro Pascal? It's a fucking old rock.
We went through the list of summer movies, and there was just nothing. The only other movie that I thought could carry a couple, How to Train Your Dragon, which again is a live action remake of an animated movie, which I will be seeing on Monday. So tune in next Tuesday to find out what I think about it.
Pass.
And this is from a guy who I never saw the animated one. I never saw
this already. I like the one with the lady.
like the one with the lady. Oh, the lady dragon.
Khaleesi.
Oh, the Khaleesi's.
That was a Game of Thrones joke.
Game of Thrones reference. No,
what else is that? Oh, you know what I wanted to see is what's the guy that plays Loki?
Tom
He's got
Hiddleston.
the Stephen King movie that
the Life of Chuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so like this is the argument. Yeah, this is the argument I had with Angry Elf last week. Like he thinks Jurassic World is going to be up there. I don't think it is. I don't think Jurassic World is going to do well.
It'll make a decent amount of money, but nothing spectacular.
I don't think it will.
The last one, it was like a lot of build up, and then it was like, man. Now you don't got Chris Pratt.
Yeah, 28 years later is coming out, but I don't think that's gonna hit the way that.
I saw a cool thing with that. They used like what's it, 25 iPhones to film some of the scenes.
Yeah.
They built this rig, and they have all the iPhones. But it's still not gonna get people to see it.
Yeah.
20
Uh,
years too late.
Happy
28
Gil
years too late.
Happy Gilmore 2. I don't think that's gonna be a
That's
big
straight to
deal.
streaming. That doesn't it's not gonna
Megan
be.
2 is not gonna be a big deal. What else? What else is coming out
People
this
are hyped
summer?
about that, but it's still only gonna make like 100 million.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not gonna carry the summer. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
we need that summer block. Like, that's what Fantastic Four and Superman were supposed to be. I know what you did last summer. That's not gonna do anything. Naked Gun. Again, it might be good, but I'm talking about, like, is it gonna
Not
carry
gonna
the
make
box
500
office?
million. No.
You
Everyone's not
know?
gonna be like, you gotta go see fucking Naked
Oh
Gun.
my God, yes. So like Ballerina, we knew it's not gonna hit. What else is coming up soon? How to Train Your Dragons. I think that has some
That'll
legs
do a
depending on how
lot.
it comes out. 28 years later, Elo, I think is gonna be one of the worst.
It's gonna bomb.
Yeah, I
They
think it's
don't
gonna bomb.
advertise it enough.
I think that's gonna bomb. F1, they're doing a lot of promotion for it. I don't think it'll do well.
No, it
Megan
will.
2,
The most amazing motorsport in the world. It's gonna make a fuck ton of money. And they filmed it at the F1 races last year. You're dumb. It's gonna make a lot of money.
it won't be the number one movie in the first week or the second week. I'll just put it out there like that. I think Megan 2.0 makes more money than F1. They release within I think the same day or two. And I bet you Megan 2 makes more money than F1. And I think Megan 2 is dumb.
If you see F1, people don't know, but Vin Diesel's in it.
Oh, is he in it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna still make it worse. Jurassic World Rebirth, that's not gonna do well. Superman, July 11th.
Yeah, Superman.
Maybe.
I think Superman and Fantastic Four are the only two movies that are gonna make money.
Smurfs? Who even knew there was a Smurfs movie coming out this summer?
I saw the poster. I think it's Rihanna's in it now.
Rihanna, Nick Kroll, Nick Offerman. They put we could put a Hannah Montana in it. It ain't gonna be good.
Kroll does everything. That
Yeah,
guy's in everything. He does our fucking laundry on this show.
he does the middle screening thing.
Mr. CQ, you need a vacuum? That's Nick Kroll.
Don't spoil it. It's a hidden voice. Yeah, Naked Guy, Bad Guys 2, Freakier Friday. You know, the movie everybody's been waiting for. Freakier Friday.
That's a Disney release or that's on the streaming.
Nobody 2, which I like Nobody. I liked it. I like Bob Odenkirk, but is that going to carry the summer?
Odenkirk goes to the lake.
Yeah.
Summer vacation. Like, get the fuck out of here.
The Toxic Avenger with Peter Dinklage. Now, there's literally nothing. I'm going down the list. Nothing at all. I'm into September now. There's nothing. There's not. Tron Ares comes out in October.
That'll probably make a bunch because nothing comes out in October.
Yeah, there's really, man, it's gonna be a rough year for movies. Ugh. Predator Badlands comes out in November.
It's also streaming.
Yeah. Damn, man, I didn't go this far last time, but it is
That's that strike.
Wicked for Good in end of November. That'll probably make big money.
That'll make a lot. Probably one of the more profitable.
Yeah, that'll keep, So here's the funny thing. Tail end of the year is probably going to carry movies because you got Wicked at the end of November. You've got Five Nights at Freddy's, which, the right group will see that.
The first one, I think, made a good amount of money, surprisingly.
And then December 19th, you got Avatar, the next Avatar movie, the Fire and Ash. And then there's Alien Wars Judgment Day, which I don't even know what the fuck that is. That's probably some streaming movie, but yeah, man, it's gonna be a tough year for movies. If Superman and Fantastic Four can't really lift it, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough. Ugh. Angry Elf, I don't care. You are gonna die on this hill. He's like, Scar Joe's in it. It's gonna make so much money. Yeah, how'd that work out for the fucking Black Widow movie?
Exactly.
How'd that work out for her?
$50 million, and then they got sued.
Ghost in the Shell, when she was the lead for Ghost in the Shell, or like, I love
She
me some
doesn't carry.
ScarJo,
Yeah, I
but
like
she
her too, but
doesn't.
she doesn't carry movies.
She
She's not a
doesn't carry
lead.
it. Yeah,
And you have nobody backing her up. Like
yeah.
nobody else in that shit. You got the nerdy fucking guy who's not Jeff Goldblum. It's not gonna like I like the fucking story because they're going to the other island. It could have been great, but you don't have the cast.
Yeah.
There's nobody there, and it's the third one, which all the third ones fucking suck.
Isn't it
The
the
last
fourth?
one was
I thought it was the
fucking
fourth.
stretching it. Like it's like okay, people are done, we're tired of this shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, we got a 100-pound woman like taking on dime. Like get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here.
She's the security force, the security
I want to
expert.
see fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jesse Ventura in the jungle,
Bring back O.J. Simpson.
fucking chain gun. Like, God damn it, mowing some shit down, some fucking napalm, strap some napalm to some dinosaurs' fucking claws.
Edward says, I was interested in the Neutron until I realized Jared Leto was in it.
You bet. That's what I said.
That's
I
where
fucking said
movie
that right
franchises
away.
go to die. Jared Leto,
I was
ladies
like,
and
oh,
gentlemen.
Jared Leto's in it? Pass. Jared Leto singing? Pass.
That's where franchises go to die. What else? What else do we got? Sorry, I'm
But
getting
he's
messages
talking
left and right.
slow and he's dramatic.
He's talking very under his voice. Yes. Bryan Cranston, Walter White himself,
Thought he was retired.
Heisenberg, now is reportedly in talks to play Professor X. But I've heard the same rumors over and over where it was like Denzel Washington was being offered it. One of those English actors was being offered it. Now Bryan Cranston's being offered it.
It's just bullshit. He's not gonna do it. He's retiring. He's too old. Also,
I mean, Professor X is old.
it's like John Krasinski is gonna be Mr. Fantastic. It's like the same shit. You're running a franchise, and you want this guy. Like he looks like I don't know. I hate to say it, but because he's nice, he looks like shit. Like his skin's all flabby, wrinkly, like terrible.
Bryan Cranston's on the board, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a minute since we added someone.
He's old as fuck, dude.
I mean, dude,
He said he's gonna play Dumbledore. Okay, I got it. Like
Patrick Stewart's coming back to play Professor X again, and he's like 180.
yeah, but they're gonna kill him off, right? Yeah, he too. He shouldn't. Have you seen Picard? He's way too fucking old.
At this point, he died like 20 years ago.
He's like really in the wheelchair.
they're weakening Bernie's Patrick Stewart in the role.
Like,
Magneto, stop!
Too old too. It's like that dude should be in a home or something. Just put on Matlock and call it a day. I don't know what they watch in England. I don't know. Fucking Father Brown or some
what's
shit.
the English version of Matlock? Doctor Who? I don't know.
Yeah. But no, they're not gonna do that with a big franchise. That's all just bullshit to get you excited. He's not gonna do it.
No.
And can you imagine that? Like, no. Like he's a good actor, whatever, but he also has the same. He acts the same way no matter what.
I don't know. I would.
His voice is always the same. That's what I mean.
He doesn't change. I mean, he's not a voice actor. He doesn't change his voice.
Well, that's acting.
I think in a lot of cases you'd be right. The Rock, same guy in every movie. Fucking Norman Reedus. Oh my God. Norman Reedus plays Norman Reedus in whatever movie he's in.
Yeah,
he's in
he just
Ballerina,
shows up.
by the way. He's in Ballerina. He's only in like 2 scenes. But it's like, holy shit, Daryl Dixon is in Ballerina. Like, because he's the same haircut, same goat. Like, the dude
same
changes
clothes. He's like,
nothing.
oh, I like these clothes. Can I keep these? Like,
Yeah,
you fucking brought them. Those are your clothes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's literally, they're like, here's your costume. He's like, no, I'm good. And you're like, but no, you're like, we're going to have to cut your hair. No, you're not. No. But you're a clean shaven assassin. No.
Just roll it.
Mine's he just came out of the jungle, man. And it's like, fuck, what? So in a lot of cases, look, Kevin Hart plays the same character. The Rock plays the same character. Vin Diesel plays the same character. So many guys really just play the same person over and over again. I will give you that Bryan Cranston has some range, right? Going from Walter White's, Heisenberg, all the way corporate, or not corporate, evil, drug lord, whatever, all the way to like Malcolm in the Middle, goofy, lovable dad. Like the guy's got range. Don't get me wrong, he is definitely. He's not like a Christian Bale who physically alters his body and chair Tom Hardy who really takes on the roles and things like that. But I do think he has range. I will give him range. Tom Cruise plays the same motherfucking guy in every movie he's in.
Range.
He's zero range. Zero range.
But he
Tom
still
Cruise
doesn't have the range to play Professor X. You got to be English. Otherwise, I don't think you're smart.
Yeah. Otherwise, you don't sound right if you're not English. Cranston was also the voice of one of the villains in the original Power Rangers. Yes, he was. That is correct. In fact, the character Billy in Power Rangers is named after him, Cranston. Billy Cranston is the name of the Blue Ranger in the original, and it's named after Bryan Cranston for his voice work. Which he didn't, funny enough, he was so embarrassed by it, his name doesn't appear on anything in the original Power Ranger stuff. He like used a pseudonym because he was so embarrassed that he was doing that work. But screw him, whatever.
Make money.
Yes, and he was Zordon in the remake movie, which people bashed the remake movie. I didn't think it was that bad.
It was better than the show, honestly.
It was better than any of the other Power Ranger movies that came out.
Have you seen the show? Like, I can watch that shit. Not high either.
I never pieced that together with Billy. Yeah, Billy Cranston is named after Bryan Cranston, the actor. Timothy Oliphant for Professor X. No.
Ronnie, man, and he's in everything.
Again, I like Timothy Oliphant. Think he's a great actor. Professor X needs a certain level of gravitas, which honestly, between us girls, I never really liked Patrick Stewart's Professor X. Like, there were parts of it that I really liked, but I don't know, man. He was always kind of just a little too frail, in my opinion. Like, my Professor X is, yes, he's put in this wheelchair, but he was like, dude he could handle business,
Like anyone in a wheelchair. It's like, if you get close enough, they're going to grab your fucking balls. And they're not going to let go.
Sweep the leg,
they
baby.
Got a
Sweep the
strong
leg.
grip because they're fucking doing on wheels all fucking day, man.
They'll shatter your bones.
Yeah. You don't get too close. It's like fucking sticking your hand in the gorilla cage.
Oh. When James McAvoy, when he played Professor X, obviously he's a much younger Professor X, I was with it. I was like, okay.
He's a good actor.
He got it. He got it. But it was the
No, fuck it. Ian, McKellen with Magneto. That was good.
Ian McKellen's Magneto was something.
But he's also could be a big fucking badass too. So
yeah. Jamie Foxx for Xavier. Yeah, there's some range for you.
Yeah,
Stanley Tucci. What about Stanley Tucci as Professor?
He could do it.
I could rock with that.
Tucci's a great fucking actor.
Idris Elba in whiteface.
There you go.
Just
no, get what's his name? Luke Cage.
Luke Cage. Oh, Michael Coulter or whatever his name is.
Or Bing Rames.
I'm the
Where's
judge.
the beef?
I'm Professor X, bitch.
Not enough beef on the sandwich.
I'm Professor X, bitch. No, I think, dude, I'm kind of digging to. Okay, go with me here. Stanley Tucci as Professor X.
Gary Oldman as Magneto.
No. I'm gonna go wild with this one. Not James McAvoy.
Kevin
God
Hart.
damn it. No, Kevin, shut up. No, what's the
Jack Black.
Malkovich as Magneto.
Malkovich.
John Malkovich as this like out of touch Magneto who's just fucking lost it. I think
that guy goes off some rails.
I think that could be fucking fireworks.
Yeah, but he's also too old. Tucci's a little too old. But fucking Malkovich is old as fuck. Have you seen him lately?
Oh yeah,
he weathered, man.
He was old when we were kids.
I know, but he still looked.
Gary Oldman
skin's hanging off your bones. You're too old to be in movies.
we had Gary Oldman as Jim Gordon in the Christian Bale Batmans.
Yeah.
Could he fit? Could he fit? You think in a role? I don't know if he could.
He could do anything. That guy's a chameleon, but he's also really old.
Yeah.
But
Well,
then again, what the guy, they got the Nightcrawler guy. That guy's old as fuck too.
yeah. Donofrio. I don't know who Donofrio is.
You giving us fucking
Oh,
Mexican stuff over here?
D'Onofrio. Oh my God. I was like, Donofrio.
Yeah, man, you good with
Donofrio.
names? Fucking, what are you pronouncing it
You
right
know I
for?
can't read. God damn it. You got to put pictures in the chat so I can understand you.
Gotta give gifts.
Give me some GIFs. Gary Busey for Magneto.
There you fucking go. Now we're talking.
Charles. Oh, God, Charles.
Like
The humans.
spit all over the camera lens.
The humans. They don't. It's like, dude, it's not that you're a mutant. It's that you're fucking crazy.
The
The
best
goddamn
role
humans. They'll never accept us.
was him. Yeah, it was Gary Busey. Wasn't he in like Tommy Boy or whatever with the bazooka? That was like my favorite fucking
Oh,
role.
yeah.
The Black
yeah,
Sheep.
yeah.
Black Sheep.
Black Sheep.
You gotta let him talk.
Dinklage for
That was
Professor
just him.
X.
He showed up to set like that.
He wasn't even cast in the movie.
He's not even. He was stolen valor. He just fucking stole a bazooka.
Oh God! I love Peter Dinklage for Professor X. He's in the big gold hover chair, but you only see this much of
Top
it.
part.
You
Yeah.
just see his eyes and his nose. Wolverine. It's me, Professor X.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage as Wolverine. Oh my god. That'll be awesome.
Oh God! Oh man, Mickey Rourke. Oh God,
Is he
Mickey
still alive?
Rourke. is he still alive? Anybody do a welfare check on Mickey Rourke lately?
Yeah,
Can we get a welfare check? Oh man,
that's a good one. I don't know who I would have now that play Professor X.
that's the thing.
Because you kind of gotta get somebody that people don't really know.
I think
You know who they'll get is fucking that guy Glenn Powell.
As old Professor X. Just
White
put him in-
Rock, man. The White Rock.
Oh, but you know what though? And I'm going to say this. There is a lot of nepotism in Hollywood, a lot of nepotism. And I think we are at an age where we're now seeing the kids of the people we grew up with rise to power, right? Because you've got fucking Schwarzenegger kids are in like White Lotus, fucking Glenn Powell is what's his name's kid, Meg Ryan's kid, fuck that guy's name, whatever. But they're all becoming big, names in the industry, and it's like, yeah, you had a leg up. You fucking, I'm not gonna say Jaden
some
Smith,
of them have
but
talent. What's his name? I was watching two things recently. I didn't even realize they were the kid. The guy from fucking the Amazon superhero show. Fuck, what's it called?
the Amazon Invincible.
The Gen
The
V is the
Boys?
spinoff. The Boys.
yeah.
Fuck,
Yeah.
sick. That
My
guy,
God.
that nerdy fucking guy. He's someone famous. His kid.
Yeah, that's Jack Quaid. That's
Quaid. There we go.
Yeah.
But he's a good fucking actor.
Dennis Quaid, ring a bell?
Yeah.
Like a famous
Yeah.
actor.
Never heard of her.
Never heard of
seen
her. Meg Ryan, kind of
But I didn't
famous.
know. I didn't put it together. And then, fuck, there was another. It was Kurt Russell's kid. I think was in something else I watched recently. Was that the
Yeah.
fucking Kurt Russell's kid?
Yes, he was in Thunderbolts. He's the goddamn
Yeah,
Captain
that's
America.
right. The guy, the Captain America that I liked, the fucking guy that shoots everyone. I was like, this guy's fucking great.
He
I
was
can
in
totally
something.
relate.
I can't remember. Some small little thing.
I don't know
called
that was
the
his kid. I thought he
MCU.
was just a really good-looking, violent gentleman.
Sociopath. Oh my God. Oh, we got some more fan casting coming in. We got Christopher Waltz as Magneto. I'm Magneto.
I fucking love me some Christopher Waltz.
He's
a great actor too.
phenomenal. He is a phenomenal actor.
If you do that, you gotta have Peter Dinklage because
Yeah.
he's short too. You gotta keep it short.
Lindsay Lohan as Storm and Hilary Duff as Rogue.
Oh God,
We're gonna bring the whole Disney band back together.
it's all raspberry.
And then Miley Cyrus shows up, and then
Miss
Amanda
Groucho.
Bynes. Justin Timberlake is Professor X, and we get the whole Mickey Mouse Disney Club right back in line.
Like okay, Hillary Duff can act, but I don't want her to be in anything serious, and I
Yeah.
don't want to see anything with Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah. So that's interesting. Now we went down a whole rabbit hole of fan casting. There you go. Jeremy Irons. Ooh.
He's
I could work with
good.
that.
He's still too old
I
though.
could work with that. But
You gotta think they're building the franchise.
yeah,
You,
but
you still gotta do 10 years of movies. The guy's gonna be
I
dead.
understand that. But at the same time, like, how young do you want the guy that runs a school?
It depends on how long they want to fucking do
Fucking
it for.
Tom Holland for Professor X. Then again, we'll go do 20 years old Professor X. Fucking
James Marsden, fucking throw him in there. That's a goddamn great actor.
Oh,
He's
man.
underappreciated.
Britney Spears as Jean Grey. Oh Jesus!
Jesus
I
Christ.
hit you, baby, one more time. Yes.
Hair and opioids.
Shaved head. She could be the shaved head
Professor
Storm.
X.
Britney Spears as
Spoiler! What is it called? Shocker.
What's up, Insomniac? What's up? He's in the building. What's good, brother? Dude. Oh, Jesus.
I don't know. We gotta make him, like middle age, like 45, 50. Not 75. He's not running a school of retards. He's not gonna do that shit forever.
I mean, have you seen the X-Men?
Yeah.
They're pretty dumb. All right, moving on. As much fun as we're having with this topic. I am so happy yet sad. King of the Hill is coming back. We've got a date. It's like August something. August.
This is like the first new season, right?
Yeah, they're coming back after a very, very long.
Oh no, I confuse it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Confuse it with Beavis and Butthead.
Yes. Well, that's the other Mike Judge property, so it's they're born from the same nutsack. You know, they come from the same nutsack. I was a big fan of King of the Hill for many, many years. I love everything I'm seeing so far about this one. It's more of the same, but like you can already tell like the comedy is where it's going to be. Because King of the Hill was always great when it was doing this social commentary, but from a very subtle position, right? I always think back to like, get your hands off my purse. I don't know you. Like it's a classic, right? It kicks him in the nut. It's a classic. And it's, about stereotypes and things, or like when, Propane, the video game where Hank gets obsessed. Propane. So I think there's so much potential, right? You look at COVID, you look at, the state of the union, the administration, like there's so much with how Dale was always a conspiracy nut. And now imagine that guy today. Holy shit. But it's also saddening because, and I think we've talked about this before.
Really conspiracies? I think a lot of what he said is true.
A lot of it's come true, yeah. But it's sad how much of it was kind of accurate. With that show, there's been so many tragedies going all the way back to Brittany Murphy was the voice of Luann. She's dead, long dead. And then the guy who played her boyfriend in the show, Lucky, he dead. And then just a couple of months when they started filming, the guy who voiced Dale passed away from cancer. So he only ended up recording like 4 episodes or something like that. And they're replacing him. So instead of getting rid of the character, they're recasting his voice. The guy that used to remember Cotton, his dad? The guy blown off my shins and Nam.
Yeah.
Apparently he's not going to be in the show. So the voice actor that did his voice is now going to voice Dale. So they're going to, do that. And then most recently, because that was sad enough because it was right down not too long ago, literally just days ago, the voice actor who does John Redcorn was tragically gunned down in his own neighborhood. Apparently was like revisiting his old house because his house had burned down. There was a bunch of weirdness. The house had burned down. He was coming back and got into an argument with his neighbors. Neighbor fucking shoots and kills him. Um, unfortunate, very very unfortunate. I don't even know if he was involved in the current show. Um, never want to speak ill of the dead, obviously, but I have heard in the past that he was troubled. He was a person who had some issues, and I don't think he was involved in this new iteration of the show, which of course wouldn't make anybody happy if they voiced one of the classic characters and then they're not coming back. But still, it's very sad. Nobody deserves to go out that way. He was like 59 or something like that, not even that old. Um, it's so crazy. Remember when we were kids, you were like 59, but guys, ancient. And now we're at our
Yeah.
age, we're like 59, not that bad. Not that bad. He was a very young guy. But needless to say, very excited. We see an older Bobby, an older cast. And apparently, it's very funny because they did the little intro B-roll thing where they do the animatics for the ding 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 ding, and you see at some point the Hill family leaves, and it turns out that I guess Hank got a job in Saudi Arabia of all places. So like I guess the gas company or whatever sent him off to some foreign land. So just that premise alone of like Hank Hill in Saudi Arabia is so rife with comedy, and I'm so very excited for that. Oh yeah, remember CQ, you're level 40. Yeah, I'm level 41. I'm level 41, and I'm getting ready for that big boss fight. But yeah, so very excited to see the King of the Hill. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. It would really be a shame to come back after all this time and be like mid at best. But
Yeah,
yeah,
he does. It's always Mike Judge is pretty good.
he does good work. I mean, if he
He's
made
got
Beavis
his
and Butthead
unique
still
thing.
relevant,
Yeah, he's got a unique approach and take on things, so
yeah,
it'll be the same.
yeah. Um,
Will a lot of people watch it? I don't know.
there was a great behind the scenes thing where they were talking about how when they first made the show, no animators wanted to work on it. Nobody wanted to work on it because typically when you're doing cartoon style, you can be very cartoony with your drawings, but he wanted a very human looking, realistic looking animation style where it's cartoon, obviously, but he wanted to be as realistic as possible. He's like, they did a thing where he's like, if they're eating, right, are their elbows on the table? Like, sandwich passes by a drink, you should see the reflection. Like, he was very specific about it, like living up to the reality of the situation. And people were like, fuck this. This is a goddamn cartoon. I don't want to do this. This sounds monotonous and terrible. I could be drawing fucking bunnies' heads exploding, and that would be fine.
Well, yeah, you're making 30 grand a year, if that, and you got to
Right.
do all this 80 hours of drawing the same shit.
Yes, exactly. And now for
It's not
some
like
of
now where
the
you can do it on the computer.
right, some of the biggest bummer news.
Happy
I
Gilmore 2 is coming out.
burn
Got him.
after years and years and years of trying. I am finally going to San Diego Comic-Con. I'm finally going. It's all I've ever wanted. It's day one has been my number one dream is to go to San Diego Comic Con and just go nuts. And the news came out that Marvel Studios is skipping San Diego Comic Con this year.
I broke it to you. I saw it. I sent it immediately. And I waited to lick your tears.
What? Like,
What kind of
that's
bullshit is that, though? It's like there's no point in going. There's literally no point. Because
it
it's the
is.
only place where they, like, if Marvel was going to reveal anything, they would.
Well, besides
Like, they don't do
D23,
shit at New
yeah.
York Comic Con anymore. They get, like,
Yeah.
nothing important there. So it's like,
D23 is where they'll put a lot of their
fucking
stuff.
nobody is gonna fucking go now. What are you gonna? It's the same as every other con after that.
And I think most of it has to do with literally Fantastic Four's coming out basically that weekend, right? So there's that. And then they don't really have anything else on the slate except like two things on Disney Plus, and then everything else has been pushed back. So it's like, what are they going to reveal? What are they going to show? So like, I get it from a business standpoint, but like, Why? Why this year? The 1 year I'm fucking going. Why? So, needless to
Or
say,
next year when they're gonna reveal everything.
yeah, that's what you guys want to watch Avengers right now. And I'll be here like, no. But yeah, it's a huge bummer. Isn't that like Jesus saying no to Christmas?
Yeah.
Yes,
Not gonna
kind
do it
of.
this guy this
Yeah,
year, guys.
kind of. I just, man, it. Don't get me wrong. There's more to do than just, but like that's the thing. When news breaks from San Diego Comic-Con, it's like, what's the biggest story? Is like, what did Marvel do, right? Because last year, that's when they announced, hey, Robert Downey Jr. is coming back. He's gonna be Doctor Doom. It's just a bummer. It's just a bummer. And yes,
Maybe
cons are
it'll
dying. Cons are
surprise you with
dying.
something. I don't know. Maybe
Um,
Sony will have a new movie coming out.
you guys want to see
Madam Web
Morbius 2?
Madam Web 2 with Jared
Craven.
Leto.
The new Madam Web, Jared Leto.
Yes.
Did you assume my gender? Oh man.
Oh, CQ's no longer on the show. He killed himself.
Yeah. You tune in. I'm like,
Hung himself at San Diego Comic-Con at
oh
the Madam
god.
Web 2 premiere.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, we've touched on it that big conventions are kind of going the way of the dodo. E3. Man, I'm so glad I got to go to one E3 before it all went tits up. And I guess this will be my, apparently I'm the death touch because like fucking E3 happened and then like the next year it was canceled permanently. And I'm going to San Diego this year. Who knows? Maybe next year. They're like, well, we're not doing San Diego Comic-Con anymore. That's that. So, yeah.
It's always the lobby of the Sheridan. Pop Culture Warrior Con.
Pop Culture Warrior. Dude, joke, man. I would do it. I would make it happen. I'd find a way. I could call in some favors. I'd call in some favors.
I'll pass. I won't.
Dude, I could get some decent talent to show up. I think
me, King Smith.
No, look.
The actual. No, we're not getting the actual. We're getting
the other one, the regular King Smith. The regular King Smith. The other King Smith. I'm gonna start a page, the other King Smith.
I know, that's what I gotta do.
Oh god.
A poster of fucking Coach.
The other King Smith.
It's like a poster.
No, if I had a convention, I'm trying to think who could I like people that I could call and count on that would show up. I'm thinking Eddie McClintock, Greg Brunberg, Vanessa Marshall, David Hayter, believe it or not, David Hayter, the voice of Solid Snake, and a couple others. I think that I could call in some favors and Clark Gregg, Agent Coulson. I think I could get him to show up. I think I can get him to show up. I've still got some of those contacts that people that can pull some strings. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Pay me enough, I'll show up.
You get peanuts like you always do. I feed you with these nuts. What else? A couple more stories and we'll wrap it on up. Believe it or not, Mississippi has a great Comic-Con. It's super affordable. I bet.
I bet Mississippi's a state.
I can't tell you the last time I heard the word Mississippi.
Yeah, since I had to spell it in like grade school. Unless we're talking about the river.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying that's what it is. What else? I mean, there's a couple of Chris Pratt stuff, and they released the Gen V. Dude, the whole Gen V thing is kind of a bummer, and it's the reality of life. They had a plan. It was set to, live in this kind of time frame, and then one of the core actors dies in a motorcycle crash. And it's like, well, fuck. He was kind of one of the main characters, and the story was kind of wrapped around his story. So what do you do? I think if it's any other show, they just fucking say cancel it, move on. But because it's Amazon and they've tied this whole universe together, and it's tied so much into what the boys do, I'm sure they had to write off a whole thing. And you can tell from the teaser that like his death, his disappearance, is going to play into the story. So it's unfortunate, man. It's a bummer. Young kid, whole career ahead of him. I mean, it's fucking shit happens, man. It
Yep.
sucks. I wouldn't want to be him. Oh my God, that's right. You had sent me this one where Superman would need to earn $700 million to be considered a success.
Which is fucking nuts, dude. That's a lot of fucking
That's a
money.
lot of money. That's a lot
And
of
that was
money.
before the recent that I sent you that before the recent
Before,
reshoots this
yeah,
week. I don't know what a
yep.
reshoot costs. I think it's like 20 million, isn't it?
Sure, I don't know, a lot
At
more than that.
least. Like fuck, dude. What did Thunderbolts made like 500? It's considered a bomb.
Right. Why is this not coming up? Yeah.
I mean, Stitch is at 600, but it ain't Leo and Stitch.
Who's ain't no Lilo and Stitch. Where is it? There it is. Okay. So we said it has to make 700 million.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you
That's the
figure.
break even, I think, or no?
Well, they said to be considered a success. That's what they're calling it. But even let's call it break even. Lilo and Stitch almost made that in 2 weeks. They're at 618 worldwide. So, I mean, if it can be as good as Lilo and Stitch, honestly, I think it could hit it. It might not hit it week 1, might not hit it week 2, but I think over the course of its run, I think it clears 700.
Maybe.
I think it's possible.
It's because it's like you think those like kids movies, so there's not a lot of those. So
Yeah.
people see whatever. That's why there's 700 Trolls movies. That's why Minecraft was so successful.
Yeah, I mean, Minecraft almost $1 billion.
It's like, yeah, some kids will go see it, but not my kids. Like, well, my kids are.
But
because
again, you can't
I
always
raised
count
them properly, but not everyone else. Like normal people's kids aren't like, I want to see Superman.
You can't always count on the kid demographic though, because look again, Dogman, super successful franchise, only made 144 in its entire run.
Yeah, that's a shitty fucking movie.
Well, but that's a kids thing. Snow White, obviously, again, shitty movie, but made for kids.
DC Super Dogs movie that made a fuck ton of money.
That wasn't this year though.
That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
I say it just depends on the property or whatever. But would it make 700? Probably. I don't know. There's not, like I said, there's nothing else. Got Fantastic Four, and then a month later we got that. So
yeah.
Fantastic Four is June, right?
Yes. Oh yeah, so July 22, 2022 was the DC League of Super Pets. Let's see. Domestic opening. Let's see. Worldwide, it made $207 million. That's not good. That is not good, considering it had like The Rock and Kevin Hart and all these as the voices.
Yeah.
207. My God. Fucking Thunderbolts made more than that in its opening week. So,
It's a steep hill. I don't know. We'll see though. There's, like I said, there's nothing else out. So
Fortnite would make billions. A Fortnite movie, yeah, that would do well. That would do well. I bet some of y'all like Imagine Dragons. First of all, ain't nothing wrong with no Imagine Dragons, all right? Ain't nothing wrong with it. It makes some good music.
Gay.
It makes some good music.
We use like fucking 30 seconds to Mars too. Fucking Lato.
This gotta love me some Letos. Gotta love me the Letos. What else? So this was Angry Elf sent me this one, and he said, I'm gonna read it for verbatim. So it's straight from Angry Elf's mouth. I saw something interesting. You know how we dog on Sony all the time? Yeah, we've even done it in this episode. I just saw a video talking about how streaming has hurt Hollywood and everyone is losing money because of streaming except for Sony. He says, and then I left out one critical detail. The reason Sony's not losing money in the streaming war is because Sony never entered the streaming war. Sony has a deal with Netflix to stream all their movies, so Netflix is paying Sony to stream their movies. So this explains how Sony can make all of those Madam Webs and Cravens without missing a beat. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It was just the only. Oh man, there's a great like idiom where it's like the only way to not lose money gambling is to not gamble, right? Like
Yeah.
that's the only way. So for Sony, the best decision they've made is not to make Sony Plus as a streaming
Yeah.
service. That's the best financial decision they've made. But on the flip side of that, that frees up the money for them to make Craven and Morbius and Madam Web and all these other shit fucking movies. So yeah.
Which is what it's like, yeah. Okay, great idea. We got a lot of properties. Let's do our own service. But it's like you're just doing it because everyone else does it. Like Paramount and fucking Peacock. Peacock, I don't know. I don't know why the fuck Peacock's still around. Because
Yeah,
I
or
don't know anyone that
Paramount.
pays. Who the fuck pays? It's $20 a year, which is okay. That's why you're around. But it's like everyone gets it for free from. It's like you buy a box of Kellogg's and you get a subscription to Peacock. So it's like, and there's nothing on there.
Yeah.
I think I watched one fucking show on Peacock.
I think
But anyways,
Paramount, when I saw it, was like $4.99 a month. This is Paramount Plus. I'm like, that is,
no, you can
how
get
are
half.
you
You get $20
surviving?
a year too, like a military discount.
Like, how are you
Um,
surviving on that?
I get it free through something else too.
A,
But
a
it's
data center alone, and this is what Keith is saying. He goes, I think Sony knew what it would cost to run a data center and how painful it was. Yeah. First of all, Sony can't keep their own servers online.
yeah.
Let's be
How
real.
much anyone with a PlayStation has had their fucking data stolen like 17 times
17
already? Like
times.
every Chinaman in the country has all your money.
The games never work because the like
They
connecting
don't
to the
run shit.
servers.
It's like having the VA run your fucking company. But it's like, anyways, it's like just sell your fucking properties to these people like Netflix,
Yeah,
Disney, HBO, like to the big
yeah.
dogs and call it a fucking day. And you'll make money. Like they'll buy your products, put them out there. Give Taylor Sheridan to fucking Apple or Max or something. Like, don't try to
There's
run your own shit. It's too much fucking money. You
and,
don't have enough content. No one's gonna watch 18,000 Star Trek fucking episodes.
and like you start to see the big fish start eating the other big fish. So like when HBO and Max got together, when Disney bought Fox, I mean like pretty soon there's only gonna be so many companies left. Fucking
It's
what was
gonna be the
it?
companies that show
MGM.
sports.
Amazon
Whoever
bought
shows
MGM.
sports will still be around.
Yeah. Amazon bought MGM. You know, Netflix is making their own studio, but again, they could have taken that money they were making. They could have just bought a studio that was already existing and got all their IP from it.
Or just keep renting it, and they could have bought something else like Paramount or something.
I was just saying. I'm laughing so hard right now. It's like the VA runs your company. Shots fired. Yes, we know. We know.
Um, I don't get it. It's you're just burning money. I don't
Yeah.
know.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
One thing Sony did right. I just think they probably had the plan to do it. It's just they never got around to it.
They kept losing money in all the movies. They're like, okay, once Madam Web breaks even, we'll take the profit to launch Sony Plus.
No, they started with the
Morbius.
other one.
Yeah, Morbius.
Yeah,
when
Morbius
breaks even, we'll be able to start. Okay,
All
now
right,
when Madam Web comes out,
okay, Craven. Okay, Craven.
When Venom 3 fucking blows up in the box office, that's when we'll clear house.
Like, oh shit! And then they're dealing with Microsoft. Like, wait, Microsoft wants to give away all the games for free.
Dude, it's like the guy at the casino. He's like, okay, once I run out of money, I'm gonna stop playing, and then he hits the ATM. It's okay. But this time, when I stop money, I'm done. I'm done.
3 credit cards. I'm gonna go. I'll be back.
I'm out. I'm out. He's like mortgaged his home. It's like second lien on his house. Let's see.
I read here. Voltron supposedly wrapped filming.
Yeah.
Which
I
they
don't
still
know.
don't know what they're gonna do with it. Like,
How
is
do
it gonna
we
go to
feel about that?
streaming?
Yeah.
I don't really know anything about Voltron. I didn't
That's
watch
my
it.
thing. Who was like?
It's like a knockoff of It's like Transformers meets Power Rangers, I think, right? Isn't that the one where they like ride in the I don't know.
Yeah, they're guy. It's Pacific Rim in space is what it
Right,
is.
that's right, Pacific Rim, yeah.
Yeah, that's all it is.
I never was a big fan of that cartoon, but
I don't.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
People are excited, and it's like I don't know if they're excited enough because it was going to go to the theaters, and now they're like, it's probably going to go to streaming,
I
and it's
I
from
don't.
Amazon MGM. It's
That,
sad.
it,
Poor Henry Cavill. He's such a nice dude, but it's like
such a
nothing's
nice
working out
dork.
for the fucking guy. Everything he's part of, it's just going to shit. It's like
Starting
me.
to think there's
It's
a.
like the movie version of me.
Is there a connection? Is there a they call it the common denominator? Or
They got
maybe he's
Sterling
the
K.
problem.
Brown, fucking great actor. Rita Ora, isn't she a singer?
Rita Ora? No, I don't think so.
That's the only other people I know. I don't know anyone else on here.
And listen, okay, there we go. We've
He's from the
angered Angry
director
Elf.
of Dodgeball.
We,
He
we've
directed it.
we've upset Angry Elf because he's like, Voltron was before all those other properties. Yeah, just because they were first don't mean they're the best.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember this little thing called MySpace before Facebook. It's just because you were first doesn't mean you were best.
Sure. Did you hear the music playing on the background of my
Like,
page?
Jesus Christ, man. Like, yeah, they're older,
Did
but
you hear of AOL minutes? Fuck
who
your Xfinity fucking ultra gigabit.
do you remember paying for
watts.
text messages per text message? Like, yeah, nobody.
I like pressing the number 17 times to get a fucking C.
Like, that's my thing, man. I just, who's out there going, oh man, I would kill for a Voltron movie, man. Like,
Nobody.
just a
You know,
really
I would
good
want to see
Voltron movie.
100 other things before Voltron. You know what I would see? Like fucking He-Man. I would watch fucking
They're making
Highlander. I
He-Man.
want to see before Volt. A lot
Yeah.
of shit.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather watch another fucking Trolls movie before Voltron.
Well, they're making a He-Man. There were shots of the dude. The guy is impressive. He's
I'll take another fucking
What do you got?
Conan movie before Voltron.
Conan. I never big fan of the Conan.
Books are fucking great.
Yeah, never big fan of the.
But yeah, I was thinking that too. I'm like, isn't that just like fucking Power Ranger?
Yeah,
Whatever.
it is what it is.
I don't hear anybody talking about it besides Elf. So
I see
probably why
you.
it's going straight to stream.
Oh man, he says the Masters of the Universe movie looks like a dumpster fire. I mean,
Yeah.
what movie
all are.
nowadays doesn't look like a dumpster fire?
No,
I
what was
mean,
very entertaining was the Kevin Smith one. I think that was on Netflix too.
Kevin Smith one.
He did the cartoon one on I think it was like 2 years ago.
The cartoon one. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's Master Universe He-Man.
Oh, yes. Yeah, the one where Mark Hamill voiced Skeletor.
Mm-hmm.
See, all right, Insomniac says a live action Gargoyles would be lit. I love Gargoyles. It's one of those that is near and dear to my heart. Man, but a live action would worry me. It
Yeah.
would. It really would.
Because what it's gonna end up like Stitch. It's like live action, but it's just computer animated or whatever.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it's just fucking cats. You got these dudes in hairy fucking stupid costumes or whatever. You know, like you can't get away with it. You can get away with that shit in the 80s, not now.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to envision what is. You know what? I'm gonna use my ChatGPT magic. Like, show me a promo
Live
of
action,
what live
yeah.
action gargoyles look like. Because it would have to be all CGI, obviously besides the humans, and I don't know, man. Yeah, it would really. You would have to do it right. You would have to do it right. You would have to do it the way that Amazon did like Fallout, right? Where you really really got into the lore of it and really got into the details of it. You know, you can't just
That'd be hard to
wing that
do
shit.
because not a lot of you have to have people that are going to back it and stick with what they want to do, not bend
Yeah.
over like, okay, I'll do it your way or
And
whatever.
Angry Elf is correct. That is a Disney property as well. So, you know, it's going to be managed the way Disney does things. And
They're all gonna be fucking rainbows, fucking and shit.
it's basically the Care Bears, but in
Fucking
gargoyle.
banging each other on the roof and shit, like fucking butt sex and rainbows. And tranny and shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Did you just assume the gargoyle's gender? Is that what you did?
That's Disney does. Is fucking. Oh yeah, this is a badass dude. Let's make him gay as fuck.
Jim wants a live action Tailspin. Dude, Tailspin was the shit too. That was a fun. If we're gonna go down that rabbit hole, man, those 90s cartoons, there was just nothing beats it. Gargoyles, Tailspin.
That's just Harrison
Darkwing
Ford
Duck.
flying his plane.
Dude, Darkwing Duck. Give me a live action Darkwing Duck. There you go.
No, you can't do that because you know they're gonna get fucking Nicolas Cage.
Nicholas
I'm a
Cage.
duck and it's dark outside.
It was so dark, and on a wing, I have a dark wing. Oh man, Harwood the Duck as Darkwing Duck.
Yeah,
Yes.
there you go.
Yes, and you could do that because they're both owned by Disney. You could totally do Howard the Duck dressed up as Darkwing Duck. Dude, talk about fucking like, you know, an Inception level joke. If they had like they came out with an MCU thing and it's like a Halloween episode and Howard the Duck comes in
Yeah,
as
just do like a
Darkwing Duck.
45-minute, like that'd be fucking awesome.
There's a what if episode. Do a Halloween episode where every character dresses up as another Disney character. You know, Black Widow is fucking like, I don't know, Sleeping Beauty or some shit like that. And you could have fun with that. Ton says Beetleborgs. Holy shit. I haven't thought about Beetleborgs in fucking for big bad Beetleborgs. Remember that shit? Oh god. It was the most rip-off fucking Power Ranger shit that was ever made. That was a fucking fever dream of a show. Who remembers like the premise of Beetleborgs? Do you remember the premise?
No, dude.
It's three kids who break into a haunted house, who come across a ghost, who then grants them the powers to transform into their favorite superheroes from like the comics, which is the Beetleborgs. So it's like supernatural sci-fi kid power, but because he brought them to life, it also brings the monsters to life, and so they have to fight the actual monsters. It was a whole thing. What a fucking like ecstasy
But
trip.
how does that get like approved? That just shows you the time. Like they were
the
still
90s,
doing
baby.
cocaine, you know, maybe a little heroin, snorting some heroin. It's a fucking great idea. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Now you got like a great original story, and they're like, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
This guy's like, you know what? These kids go in the house. There's a fucking ghost in there. And he's like, he's like a genie ghost, though. He's not a regular ghost.
Oh god.
You could be anything from a comic book.
It's
What the
it's
fuck?
amazing. I've got a great idea. Oh man. Then there was another ripoff one.
Some
Something to
studio's
do
like,
with
that's fucking, let's do it. Let's get 7 seasons.
there was another one that was even worse than the Battleborgs, where it was like these kids and they had to go into the computer to become like superheroes, and it was a whole. It was so
Power
bad.
Rangers is a fucking stupid. I thought it was stupid when I was a kid. I was like, this is the dumb fucking idea for a show. This is so stupid.
The
And this shit's
Memberberries are
still
coming out. This all begs the question: who is this made for?
Right?
Live action Freakazoid. I think you could pull off a live action Freakazoid. That, surprisingly enough, I mean, Jim McCarry is basically a live action Freakazoid. You could totally let him run wild with something like that. It's basically The Mask. That's Freakazoid's basically The Mask.
Freakazoid's the mask.
It's basically what it boils down to. So that's doable. All right,
just do like this shit next, like a whole nother show of just this stupid shit.
Who wants this? Who wants this shit? All right. So real quick, now that we're at the end of the show, for those that missed the opening, I'm gonna do a quick sales pitch for those that missed the opening, as of June 14th, the year of our Lord, 2025, the Army's 250th birthday, go Army, your guy here, CQ, is taking over WTF Nation Radio. I will be the station manager. I will be running things. And so I've got big plans. Content-wise, everything stays the same. Shows won't change. Hosts won't change. Nothing's going to change that you're going to see. It's going to be a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. If anything, you're going to see a lot more. You're going to see a lot more stuff. So if you see this QR code up here in the corner, if you want to join WTF Nation Radio, I'm speaking directly to the people that watch this show. I know who you are. You watch this show, you know exactly the kind of shit we're looking for. And if you made it this far. So we're looking for people that have great content ideas and want to do a show. But even if you don't want to be a host or a co-host and you just want to be part of this massive train that is WTF Nation Radio before it leaves the station, we've got a place for you. You want to help out with socials. You want to help out with, you could be, I'd love to do like community moderators, like have people who are our true diehards who know the shows, know the people, know the rules and what's on limits and off limits, as little as they are. But we community moderators. We need people who can make, if you can make a meme, you can be one of our meme guys. You know, if you know graphics, you know video editing, you know audio editing, you can answer an email, you can tweet, whatever. You have opposable thumbs and a pulse. I can find a place for you at WTF Nation Radio. So that being said, spread the word. If you think you know somebody who would be a great fit for WTF Nation Radio, follow the QR code or just email me directly, cq@wtfnationradio.com, and we'll find a place for you. So that's the final sales pitch. And with that, I can accidentally delete everything you want saved, if that helps. You'd be surprised. That might help. That might actually help. It might clear up some space. But all right. Real quick, for good old-fashioned time's sake, let's go around the horn about what's happening at WTF Nation Radio. In fact, Mad Mike, tell us, if you were to give a rundown of all the things happening here at WTF Nation Radio, how would that sound?
I do it all the time on my show. You should listen to it. It's like every week, except one time a month. We have other shows, people that actually show up to do their shows. Sundays, you got the sports bar, which they're on the CQ schedule. They do about 3 a year. Probably back football season. I don't know. I don't even know if they're on anymore. Monday, you got Ice. He's always on every Monday. Doesn't miss a beat. Set your watch to that guy's show. Tuesdays, you could see Mad Mike here with Angry Elf. 99% of the time. Once in a while, you'll get CQ if there's no content and we need that DEI. Gotta get that DEI shit in. Wednesdays is Radar show, Smoke Pit, Radar and TZ. I think they're back, right?
They're back on the mend. Yep.
They'll be this radio stations. You get what you get. If we're on, we're on. Okay. Third. It's fucking terrible. Like Mike's not allowed to do promo. We need a promo guy.
We're gonna need a guy that can read promos for us.
Someone that could make people want to tune in to the radio station. I don't know what's on Thursdays.
Sergeant's time.
Sergeant's time. Sergeant's time. That's Ice again with Massey. I believe, right? Massey? Spanky.
Man, you're so good at this.
Ins
you're
and
doing
a
great.
Ins and a Y.
You're doing great, man.
It's Ice is 90% of the show. So you got me, Radar. Friday, the perfect fucking shit for CQ. You need 2 shows a month. FTX. Are you doing one this week?
FTX is live.
You could watch him. He's doing Naked Twister. That's this Friday. Saturday is Nemo show. Fuck.
Weekend
Game
co-ops.
show. Co-ops. Fucking A. Weekend co-ops with Nemo. I played the week before. We did Among Us.
Among Us.
I think you played last week, right? Gray Zone.
I was there during the Gray Zone
I thought
event.
it was
Yeah.
about Ryan Gosling, but it wasn't. It's disappointing. No, that was a cool game. I wish I had a computer that worked. Anyways, he's got a lot of big things going on. Stay tuned. Gives a lot of shit away. If I can have a computer and you could play games or whatever, if you got the Steams, tune in, get some free codes. Usually every time he gets a new game, he's free codes and
he's giving out free codes. Yeah, man.
And he's got a lot of big interviews and stuff, so he's doing good things.
Yes, sir.
Somebody's working around here. I ain't doing shit.
That was so entertaining to watch. Thank you for that. Thank you.
I prepare for my show. I fucking nail it. Ask him. Like, he crushes it. I also have the thing to read. You can't ask me to recall shit from memory. I barely remember my own name. They're like, what's your birth? How old are you? Like, I go to buy beer and they're like, how old are you? Like, fuck, I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I'm
old enough.
You see the fucking gray?
Oh, man. That's funny. That's funny. Somebody says, hey, I'd love to, but I'm tactically acquiring a small child next week. Hopefully legally. Hopefully. If not, then, watch us from prison, whichever, but even if, just to wrap up that whole thing, even if people were like, hey, man, I've got 10 minutes I can spare, again, we'll find a place for you. Because my vision of the future, we're going to need many, many bodies to build.
Doesn't take much. You see all the fucking shit I do, all those posts in 10 minutes.
Shut up.
Taking a hot dump. Schedule all these posts for you guys.
Oh, man. Here it comes. Is he a G, an I, a V, an E, an A, a W, and a Y? Man, somebody doesn't know how to spell. It's 2 A's in giveaway. It's GIVEAWAY. Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he's not doing our spell checking. That's for sure.
I don't know what a give owie is, but
is a wee still around? I got a wee.
Give a wee. But yeah.
I'll give you a wee.
Say it again, Angry Elf. Listen.
Are you a Patreon subscriber? We'll give you something.
Yeah. You know what? No, I'll be honest. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since we've done a giveaway. I think we're about due. I think summer's a good time. So, a
ticket to San Diego.
Too soon, man. Too soon. Fucking too soon, dude. Too soon. Oh, man.
About July. Late July.
You suck. No. Let's do a kickoff to the summer giveaway. I'll figure out.
Fucking first day of summer was like yesterday.
First of all, it's like June 20th is the first day of summer. So what are you talking about?
Bullshit. Google it.
What's the first day of summer?
It's on.
Why am I on mute?
You got your phone on silent there, Hoss?
Yeah, probably.
We need somebody that knows how to work an iPhone. Somebody with a working hand.
What's the first day of summer?
In the Northern Hemisphere, the first day of summer is on June 20th or 21st. This is from National Geographic.
There you go.
National Geographic's fucking fake. That's owned by
fake
Disney.
News. Fake news.
Okay.
Oh, man. So there you go. Let's see. What's the closest Tuesday to June 20th? That would be June 24th. 3 weeks from now. If y'all can wait 3 weeks. 3 weeks. I'll give you the first Tuesday of summer giveaway. So big welcome to the summer. I got a bunch of stuff. I get these silly little I expect you to die multi-tools, and Somebody said they're going to send me, I guess they get like a shirt from a movie company or something, or a TV show, or I don't know, something.
I could send you all my shit that I give to Goodwill too. You want fucking? I got fucking Ninja Turtle underwear. I got all kinds of bullshit.
Oh man. Oh God. Damn you, Mad Mike.
I got a fucking
Damn you, Mad
4 foot
Mike.
tall fucking Cinderella castle right here. Fucking sending it. If it wasn't, if it wouldn't, you know what? If it wouldn't cost me $50 to fucking send it, I would. I'm just gonna send that bitch to your fucking house. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, give this shit away, asshole.
No. And
imagine how pissed people would not ask for anything anymore if we did a giveaway and we send them a fucking dollhouse.
That'd be it. That'd be the
Except
last
Alf
one.
would be happy because then you can put all this fucking.
And real quick, I do got a shout out. I was gonna mention this earlier, and I totally slipped my mind. But if y'all can see it here, let's go into the wide shot and move over here. There he is. That is the Spider-Man that I was generously given by our good friend Billy out there. Anubis, you're the man. I don't do posable acts, like that's a whole thing. It's a whole, like, although I'm a collector, like I'm more into the props and a couple other things I've just gotten from like people who've given me stuff, but I've never had one of those like cool hot toy, collectible signature series. A little too rich for my blood, but it is so fucking cool. It is so fucking cool. And you can, bro, I spent 2 hours just trying to figure out what pose I wanted him to be in.
I could have did that in 2 seconds.
Shut up. Nobody asked you. But it's
in his own dick.
I tried, man. He doesn't fold over that far enough. Like
bullshit. That shit ain't real, then.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. But Super Bowls, but very cool thing, man. Thank you so much. That was, I mean, just the nicest fucking thing I think anyone has gotten me, ever.
I got you chocolate assholes, you fucking prick. Ungrateful son of a bitch.
But what have you done for me lately, though? That's the thing.
I don't know. If
Like
anyone wants
6
to buy
years
me
ago.
something, I can use a fucking computer.
We do, man. We gotta pull some resources and get fucking. We're gonna start a GoFundMe for Mad Mike's fucking his goddamn 2002 laptop that he's still using.
To prop it up because it gets too hot now.
Oh man. For $20, I'll come up and pose him for you. That sounds gay.
Yeah, man.
I'm not falling for that one again.
He's gonna come up and pose for you, gay.
Fool me once.
Just say it. He's really easy.
Fool me 5 times. You're not gonna fool me again. Okay, one more time. One more time. But yeah. So with that, thank you again to Billy. That was
just one big gay innuendo.
That's the military. That's the military. This has nothing to do. We're just following along. But so yeah, needless to say, we have so much more coming. I'm so fucking excited for the future of WTF Nation Radio, for Pop Culture Warrior, for all of us at US Army WTF Moments. We have so much coming. It's
really good.
Really good.
Great things. The greatest radio station in all the video.
It's huge. It's gonna be huge.
Best. Nothing better.
Our biggest population, like China. It's gonna be great.
China.
Huge.
Hey, we didn't say we are gonna get better at impressions.
That was never on the cards for 2025. But yes. So once again, thank you guys all for tuning in, hanging out with us.
Making radio great again.
Making WTF Nation Radio great again. That is the absolute fucking bomb. And we've got more interviews coming, more shows coming, more content coming. Stay tuned. Be a part.
That means I'm gonna have to fucking substitute for all these other shows now.
You'll see much more of Mad Mike. Much more. He's contractually obligated to now co-host every single show on the station. We're gonna burn this bitch out.
The new agreement that I didn't approve. Like congressman.
And and somebody asked, when are we playing Gray Zone again? Talk to Nemo, man. Fucking Nemo's out there. Weekend co-ops.
You played that with those developers. That was like their server.
Well,
we could probably
no,
make it happen again. I don't know.
no, they gave us our own server. WTF Nation Radio has our own server. Nemo's got the keys to the kingdom. He runs the server. So
he can do it whenever. It's not like
he
a
can do it
temporary thing?
whenever he wants now.
We'll hit him up if he ain't got nothing else going on.
There you go. We can do it. We could all hop on and play some Gray Zone. Those of us that have functioning computers.
They're like, anyone want to play? Like, yeah, fuck you guys. What are we playing, Among Us? I'm there.
Mike's character's like,
how many gigabytes is the game? Even that, I fucking was telling CQ. I was like, dude, I played for like an hour and a half, and then the thing froze. He was like, okay, that's enough, and this shit froze. I was like, are you still there?
Yeah, shit melted. The processor melted
hot
on the
as
computer.
fuck. I fucking couldn't make a pancake on it.
And real quick,
just if you want to play with them too, hit them up.
Yeah, man.
I think you want.
Yeah, he's Nemo's always looking for people to play with. He's always looking for dudes
on
to
the
play
games,
with.
not in real life. God damn it.
But yeah,
Wise House got raided.
He's on a watch list somewhere. It's fine.
Just gotta tell people.
It's fine. And to give you guys just a peek behind the curtain, some of the content that I want to bring to the station is, more types of content, more diverse, not to be all DEI, but like different styles, different themes, different perspectives, a relationship show, a parenting show, a cooking show, giving new content, new life. I've been talking with this, she was an Army veteran, went into psychology. She's a board certified therapist, specializing in PTSD and these things, doing kind of like a therapy show where it's not meant to be therapy, but it's mental health and counseling and just a way that giving the tools to succeed and overcome the challenges in your life. So something like that. Another one I'm working on, and I always hesitate because again, it's an in-process thing.
Because Mad Mike always makes fun of you.
Any Mad Mike always makes fun of me too. That's another thing. But I'm working with the adult industry to bring some.
You fucking said it.
To bring in some starlets to have open, frank, positive sex talk, right? And bring it in a way that is fun and entertaining, but also educational and learning and experiencing things. So, lots of content is coming. Bear with us. Like any construction project, it's going to take some time. There's going to be some hits and misses, some bumps and bruises along the way, but I'll tell you,
only work fucking like 2 days a year.
Just like real construction workers, we only doing work for 2 hours a day at max. But yeah, point is, come this time next year, like my goal is for this station to be.
I'll definitely won't be able to do the fucking promo.
There'll be way too many shows to promo. That's the goal, man. Make healing your new lifestyle. I like that. That's good. It's a journey. It's not a destination. It's a journey, baby. I love it.
Patent pending. Copyright.
Patent pending. Put it on a t-shirt. Let's go. Cut the check. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Pop Culture Warrior on this fine Tuesday night. I want to thank my co-host, the incredulous Mad Mike, for whom, the bell tolls.
Did you get a new hat, by the way?
I got many new hats. I got that's my new thing, man. I'm CQing in different colors. I've got the fucking old army fatigues. I got, man.
That's what that is, or is it gray? Heathered?
No, this is gray. This is heathered gray with the black back.
Is it heather or heathered?
Heather gray? Heathered gray?
Heather gray?
I don't know.
I think it depends on what Chinese website you go to.
It's stone. It's granite. There you go. It's granite gray. But anyway.
Check out our merch. We got
shit
on there.
PCWgear.shop. That's our merch. This is the new one, the best one. It's got the great stuff. Host, you're the co-host or temp. Ah ha ha ha. You're funny. Yeah.
See, I
All
can't
right.
do those hats either because it would just be Eminem, and then I would get sued.
um, how can you bring up family friendly and then bring up talking about porn stars? What your wife asked. First of all,
we don't discriminate. We don't
it-
hate. Don't
it's
discriminate.
that's the thing. It is different strokes for different folks. If you want the parenting, relationship, family stuff, it's gonna be there for you. No one's gonna force you to tune into the sex talk. I mean, maybe that's an
It's
after
not on
hours
at the
thing.
same time. Like they're not together. Like
They're not.
fucking
It's
A,
not the
man.
same show. We are a channel, and the channel is going to bring you different types of content. Maybe the
We're
sex
gonna
talk will
make
be
you watch a TV guide that scrolls through.
slowly scrolls through all the hours and the fucking goddamn
And blurry as fuck.
blurry and that bright blue
Clear.
that
Yeah.
burns your retinas.
It's totally gonna do that.
Oh god. Oh man, that's so funny. We could do
You
a
need
total
somebody
promo.
that can make that happen.
Yeah.
Hit the QR code.
Hit the QR code. We did a promo. That would be fucking hilarious. The WTF programming, and it's all in the blue, the squiggly lines and the white, and yeah, it's like the weather is up at the top, and it's the whole thing. Anyway,
You like blink and you miss your thing. You're like, fuck.
you gotta go all the way through it again. Damn it, man! Stop getting me off track. I'm trying. You know I have ADHD.
So do I. That's why we can finish the show.
Jesus.
20 minutes ago.
We're supposed to finish 20 minutes ago. We keep going. Yes. That being said, thank you all for being part of this.
Did you freeze? Wrap it up. We're done, son. He's having a stroke now. God damn it.
I have so
Now
many
you got
thoughts in my
nothing.
head. You killed him. You killed CQ.
He's thinking too hard. Trying to focus.
Oh man. Hey, if you love us now, you'll love us later. We're not changing what we do. We're just adding more to it. That's the goal. And yeah, we're excited to continue servicing you and service all the other people that come along. That's me and Mike's main goal in life, to service as many people as we can in life. So yeah.
How do you think this jaw got so big?
You think that chiseled granite came from that's from servicing as many people as we can as possible?
You think this beer is really black? It's just fucking caked on.
All right, and with that, we're gonna end
fast enough.
All right, that's it. Mad Mike's cut off. Good Lord. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. Fucking tune in Friday. FTX.
Yeah,
we're gonna play games.
Clip of this show.
We'll see you fucking like Jesus Christ. Go to bed. Good night, everybody.